other realms. And so we'll just go right into our topic 2. With shipping on hold, what might you be looking for local? So a lot of people in the chat were talking about, Jerry Bourne says buy secondhand.
Yeah.
Somebody else said time to start 3D printing everything. Just build factories in the US and Canada. Todd, that won't ever happen.
Yep.
The labor alone. If you don't like $2,000 statues, you're now going to look at $10,000 statues. Like they're not going to pay anybody in the United States to make these things. As awesome as that would be, it's never going to happen. But anyway, somebody brought this topic up, and I thought it was interesting because obviously, and I think I have a Carside chat up for members right now for people that want to hear kind of my take on this. But it's interesting because now that stuff's not coming in, it might be a good thing for collectors that are selling right now, or collectors like retailers like Comic Concepts that has a lot of in-stock stuff. Maybe this is a good time to start looking at what's already in stock.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a good idea to look at the buy, sell, trade pages and say, you know what? There's always that one statue that I always kind of thought about, but I didn't really get it. So I thought it would be fun to kind of go around the horn. Is there anything that maybe that you never got that maybe now with all this situation that you'd be like, maybe this would be a cool time to get that statue? Can you guys think of anything?
I actually got it from Josh at Comic Concepts, but the Predator Jungle Hunter. The Predator Jungle Hunter 1/3. So I was like, but then besides that, so I got that on the way, but the 1/3 big chap alien. If I can find it? If I can find it, I'm going to get it.
I heard that one's hard to find.
It's a hard one to get. But
now, do you want the one
with the wall?
The one with the wall?
With the wall, yeah, with the wall.
I hear that's real hard to find.
Yeah.
So because I got the Ripley that Dan saw when he was here, and I was thinking
awesome.
about putting it behind the Ripley, so
so cool,
type thing like that.
That'd be awesome.
So I'm looking for that, but again, I'm selling my half scale Prime 1 Christian Bale exclusive edition. So just hit me up in Messenger or whatever if you're interested, or if you want videos and things like that.
How much do you have on it?
I'm gonna do. It was like $2,500 when I got it. It was $20 because it's the exclusive version with the light up eyes and the gun. I'll do $1,500. I'll do $1,500 plus shipping.
Great.
So I'll take $1,000.
Great price.
Yeah, it's a great statue. Everybody, great statue. I've enjoyed it for about a year and a half, so it's just time to move on from it.
Matt, is that does that base light up with like lights that go up?
Yep.
Right?
Yep, the lights go up, and I got the swap out, the exclusive swap out where his eyes light up. Dan's seen it.
That's awesome.
That one could be displayed with or without the cape, right?
Yep.
Because it's got the pack. It's got the Singapore pack on the
Yep. And he's got the gun. The gun. Is like this big.
That's a full sticky gun.
Yep, the full sticky gun. Yeah, and stuff like that. So
it's awesome. It's a great feat.
When you went to Japan and snatch that Japanese dude up.
Yeah, so I'm selling that. So hit me up in Messenger or whatever, and I'll shoot you some videos and things like that. But really want it to go to somebody who would appreciate it, put it that way.
That's awesome. Well, that's some great picks there. I keep toying around the idea, like, again, I'm still kind of playing with this space, but if I kind of thought, well, maybe if I kind of narrow stuff on the back down to just like maybe Batman and Joker, and just like, because like, the Gotham by Gaslight, it doesn't really go with anything. It's kind of its own thing. So like if I had that back there with a piece of art behind it or something, I've got the Dark Knight Returns one back here. And I keep thinking, should I get the old premium format with the chaps? I had that one. I really still like it. It's still a great statue. That's one I've kind of toyed around with a little bit of going back and getting.
I really like that piece. I still have mine. I think it's great.
Somebody was just selling one of those at a ridiculously low price in the group. Like it's just a few weeks ago, Chris.
I wonder if it's still there.
I'm talking like somebody was selling for like $300 or $400.
Oh, wow.
And it was the exclusive. I want to say it was Carl Nordstrom, maybe.
I'll write it down.
I think it's a really good Batman to display with Sideshow's new, more crazy villain.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah.
I think so too, because he still has that dark look to him. Yeah, right there. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
He's still, and he's so big. Like he's just. I feel like that was an underrated Batman.
I couldn't agree more.
I had the modern version, the blue one.
The blue?
Yep.
Oh yeah, blue one.
I think Jeff Morse has that too.
Yeah,
I did too. I had it. I had the blue one.
Yeah.
So,
That was great because that was back when Sideshow would put them out and it was shipping that day. Remember?
Oh yeah,
the blue one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the old Jeff Delaney variant.
I love those variants.
Shadowlands Daredevil. Remember that one?
Still got it.
That's a great piece. He's rumored to wear that suit in season 2.
I heard a rumor. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got him up there with the black costume Elektra.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Well, how about the rest of you? We heard from Matt and myself. What about you guys? Anything that you kind of think, you've always kind of thought, I wouldn't mind having that piece.
There's this Sideshow Mythos Predator piece that I've often thought about picking up to put next to my Mythos Terminator. Also, if they're both female.
That's awesome. I was going to say that I could see that being in your collection. You over the years have done that where you've kind of gone back and found some older pieces.
Yeah. I got the Mythos Terminator long after it came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
like the She-Hulk you found.
Yeah, the She-Hulk for sure. And you know what would be it's a great time if anyone's interested in the XM Samurai line. Those things are going for dirt cheap right now.
Nothing.
You could build a hell of a collection if you went for those pieces. Yeah.
It's crazy. I'm really glad I sold when I did because I was like, it's crazy what they're going for, and they were so expensive. Like they, even when people were selling them, a year or two ago.
Yeah.
People, you were getting $2,000 for the Ivy, and it was just crazy. Yep. I don't know. That one I always still kind of kick around to is if there's a really low price, I would maybe buy the Samurai Batman back again. If I did just my hodgepodge of Batman statues back in the
original one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I still got that one.
Yeah. I still love it. It's still a great piece.
It's fantastic. I love it.
Go ahead and buy the whole set over again, Chris.
Oh God,
come on, Chris.
No,
do it.
Me going back and buying sets again. Those days are over. Mark my words.
BS.
Mark my words.
Yes.
Just like I'm not going to buy any more David Finch original art.
Yes.
Did you see the one that I just messaged you about?
No.
It's in color. It's painted. So
it's painted. Cool. It's in the Comic Link auction right now. It's pretty cool.
Let me look.
It's in our group chat.
Don't get him started, Jeff. Now he's going to go down. Oh, and now I need them all redone and painted.
Oh, yeah. This is that one right there. That's a cover.
Yeah.
I saw that, and I think it's already up to like 2,400 or something like that.
Yeah. This has got a couple of weeks left or something.
Yeah. I really like this one a lot. I told Jason on the show. Jason from Essential Sequential popped in the live chat the other day, and we were talking about because he has a painting I think of his, and I really like the paintings, but I don't like them near as much as the black and white line work. Okay. And that's just me personally. I don't know. It's just it has a very different look. Like I know like Matt, you've had a lot of pieces that are paintings lately.
Yep.
So do you a lot and you spend some money on those. Do you feel like that look better than than this, like the more traditional like black and white commission-y art? I
do like the painted, either painted or if it's black and white toned or charcoal. I really or watercolor. I really like the painted better than anything. Now that being said, if you said, "Hey Matt, well, there's a sketch of Alex Ross," of course, because it's Alex Ross, he does great sketches, type thing like that. But let's just say we're talking about talking about Tony Daniel. I want it painted because he started painting a couple of years ago. He was like, well, I'm starting to play around with it. And I was like, well, yeah, let's have some fun, you know what I'm saying? And his paintings are just all, but then like this, you know, with the respect that Alex Maleev, I mean,
it's beautiful.
You know, it looks so good, you know, painted, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, yeah, I prefer painted, put it that way. So yeah.
That's cool. And see, I feel like if I went and bought that painted finch again, I feel like that's another rabbit hole.
You got to go back. You got to go, you know, and redo them all. You know, redo them.
Well, Dan just brought out something. I'm curious as to what he's going to show us.
Oh no, I'm just putting my Scott Williams in a frame while we chat.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you were like taking something off the wall to show us.
Nope. I am framing this picture while we
yeah.
This artwork.
So Jeff, that's actually a piece that I just sold Dan. It's not Jim Lee, it's Jim Lee's inker, which is Scott Williams. And so that was a piece that I picked up in San Diego. And you know, I'm just trying to kind of downsize my art a little bit into more of my Finch stuff because I spent a crap ton on Finch. As I said,
and I was happy for you to sell it.
I was going to say, you know, when you get the bill from Jason and it's $4,000, you're like,
yeah,
what can I sell? What can I sell?
But now you talk about the painting, Chris, like you saw it in person at MegaCon, the Perillo paintings that I got. You know,
yeah, they're beautiful.
I mean, it's top notch. It's freaking. It belongs in a freaking museum. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean,
they are beautiful, and that Finch piece. I don't know. I think the price would have to be right.
Thinking. I know. Got him thinking, Jeff.
I know.
You got him thinking. Here we go.
I got it.
Chris sees a new rabbit hole. He's about to jump down.
Yeah, I know. I know. That's the biggest problem. But that does kind of segue with this topic is that, you know, collecting art prints, collecting art, getting stuff from Sideshow, whether it's like their Sideshow framing or their canvases, choice fine art, some of the great people in the community that we've talked about and met. Like this would also be a cool time to like, you know, dabble into that. If you're not getting statues in right now, if you don't want to deal with the tariff stuff, again, look at local retailers, look at local places or online retailers that might have some art, commission some art. If that's kind of something you're, you know, I get messages weekly that are like, Chris, how do you go about doing this? How do you go about getting a piece of art like that? And so I've been, you know, trying to be as helpful as I can. Obviously, every artist is represented a little differently. Like Matt just hits up Tony Daniel personally. I did that too, and I commissioned a piece from him. I just messaged him on Instagram. Then I pissed him off. But smooth that over. I did smooth that over, thank God, because he's just an awesome artist. But it's just one of those things where, you know, what do you guys think about that? Or like, you know, kind of maybe swaying more toward the art instead of taking a break from statues. Is that's not necessarily a bad thing?
I mean, I think one of the great aspects about the art is you don't have to spend thousands of dollars to get really cool art. You know, you can be in at a relatively budget friendly price point, which makes it even, I think these days, more accessible than the statues. And it's a great way to accentuate the ones you have.
Well, and I agree 100%. And really, even like when you talk about commissioned art, I don't remember who it was. It might have even been Jason. He like, well, you picked a really dumb one to start with, because you know I spent all my artists that I've gotten art from, they're like the most expensive artists you can get from, you know, for the most part. You got Jim Lee and you got Fabok and you got Finch. There's so many amazing artists out there that are either just starting out or their prices are still really good.
Oh yeah,
that you can get a really great commission at a show. Like, I mean, this was $100 from Sean Murphy. Might not be everybody's cup of tea, but like I love Sean Murphy. So like
it's
that
fine.
was
You want to sell it?
No, not yet. Not yet. I'm not. There's my levels of desperation. I'm not quite there yet. Yeah, that's right. So it's one of those things where, you know, you absolutely can find artists that are really well priced. You know, even more established artists. Like again, Sean Murphy, he didn't have to charge $100. He could have charged $300 for that, or $500 or $600. It's whatever people are willing to pay. But whether you're buying original art, whether you're buying canvases, whether you're buying, again, stuff from Choice Fine Art or Sideshow art prints, or just art prints on eBay or whatever, you know, I know Eric's got some really good ones that he got off of there. So where is Eric tonight, by the way?
He said he was late with his wife.
He was late.
Family first. That's the way it goes. I don't know. Is there anything else you guys want to say about this topic? Like, is there anything else like, I don't know. Did everybody chime in with what they might be looking for?
I don't think Billy did.
I don't need anything. I got it all.
And it is a good answer because that also is another option is just freaking enjoy what we have.
And I have no space. But I think one piece that I never got that if I had space for it and there's a long enough drought would be the Prime 1 Arkham Killer Croc.
Oh.
Yeah. I saw it in person once, and it's a massive piece. And
I had it. It's huge.
I like big statues, and he's really big. I think that Australian retailer, Pop Culture or something like that.
Yeah.
They still have him, but then once you add in the shipping and everything like that, never mind these tariffs. Now I don't know if there's tariffs from Australia, but yeah, it's but I've seen it on eBay, 1100-ish or whatever it is, So yes, they have it in stock over there. Yeah. Yeah, I always liked that piece. Chris liked it so much he had to buy it twice.
I was gonna say, and just give me enough time and I'll sell it to you. That's just you gotta be patient, right?
I say when you get in the new Killer Croc, you'll sell the old one.
I know, maybe.
Well, that was 1/3, so right?
Yeah, that's 1/3. So this is 1/4. I've already had people hit me up to it's like, do you want to sell that Harley Who Laughs? Do you want to sell that one? Do you want to sell this one? I'm like, I don't know. I need my Finch money. That's my new hashtag. Need my Finch money.
That's how I got you to sell the unmasked portrait. I say, should I just deposit this money into the David Finch fund?
It worked. It did. But it's one of those things where I think of, okay, it's stupid to sell that to you for resale value, but I can't. That's one I can't see selling. I just can't see. It's too awesome of a statue.
Pretty good.
And so I thought, well, why not? I would rather you enjoy it than it's sitting in a box for 5 years.
That's right.
So
I just thought of another one. There's a really awesome custom X23 that I wouldn't mind owning, but it's the last one went on eBay for $2,700.
Eek.
Yeah,
man, that's crazy.
It's a really awesome piece, but they only made about 50 of them. And if Jerry's still in the chat, he's got one, but I don't think he's going to let his go. But I wouldn't pay $2,700 for it anyway. But it's really a great piece.
Any news on the Tweeterhead bus? I haven't heard anything. I think Batman is still coming supposedly in June. Mr. Freeze in July. I don't know if that'll change based on the tariff stuff. I can't imagine Chad, because these were not through Sideshow, so I can't imagine Chad being able to take that hit. So I would imagine that bus will probably be on hold until something gets worked out. I could be wrong. Jimmy G, congratulations. He got his throne from Comic Concepts also. Damn you, Chris and Matt. Do you know how many people reached out and said that they ordered that because of that review? It's crazy. I had probably more people reach out to me saying that than I have in a long time.
Jerry, you know what I win for. You talked about it on your show. Don't give me that crap.
There you go. I love it. I love it. Well, and again, the thing I wanted to say here as we wrap this topic up is, again, it really can come down to just stopping for a moment, putting a pause on things, and enjoying what we have.
Yep.
I see every day people posting their amazing collections, whether they're big or small. And I think a lot of times we're always looking for that next shiny new thing. I'm 100% to blame for that. But or guilty of that, I guess. I blame too, because I promote all this stuff on my channel and our channels. But at the same time, sometimes we just have to kick back and look at what we have and be like, God dang, I'm lucky to have this stuff.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Yep.
Hey, you know what's been really cool lately? And Billy started it, but we're starting to see a lot of collectors posting photos of the 4 Marvel pieces from LBS all together, and they look amazing together.
Amazing. Yeah, somebody finally got, who was it that finally got their Iron Man in?
Well, I think a lot of people are starting to get that in.
Yeah.
So it just, and again, it makes me excited for the thought of, okay, well, all the legendary ones for the DC line, having
Sure.
Clayface next to Batman, next to Ra's al Ghul, and again, who knows when those will ever be produced, if they will be.
Guys, all right, so just excuse me for 1 second. Speaking of LBS, what is that?
Dan, your audience is demanding it to happen.
That's right.
It might have to happen, Chris, because it makes me a little anxious every time you start showing the messy bat bunker like in your video.
I know.
It makes me nervous when I see statues on the floor.
Yeah, I've got another one right now.
Yeah.
It's up.
Statues, artwork, you name it.
I know.
All over the place.
I know.
So, guys, I got a little announcement. So, since we're talking about LBS Iron Man, we have a exclusive, a world premiere from our buddy Jay Sia that he just sent me, and we can show it tonight. It is pending licensor approval. We need to put that out there. And
you want to send it to me? You want to send me the photo?
Yep. Subject to change a little bit, but he is giving us permission to show it. So everybody, stay tuned for photos tonight. Chris, I'm gonna send it to you now.
Okay, this is exciting. I did not know this was going to happen.
Yeah, me and Jay go back and forth, and he's real excited about this stuff, just like we are. And some of this stuff we can't show, but he actually said that we actually can show this one. But just to stress that it is, pending approval and some changes.
Okay, I'll wait for that to come through. So that's really exciting. Let's see.
Chris, send.
The hat is awesome.
You see it?
Yep, I do. All right, let me load it up so you guys can see it here. This is looking great. We saw this teased a little bit, but you guys ready to see it?
Ready?
Okay, here we go.
Oh boy!
Absolute Batman.
Batman.
Look at the diorama with the helicopter flying down there.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's neat.
So will those light up?
I don't know. I would assume it looks like they could, like with the spotlights on the city.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I really like. Do you guys like this Batman? He's really grown on me with the way he looks.
I do. He's grown on me too.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't know
That's
if I need
awesome.
a statue of him though. That's my thing.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, well, maybe if you like this, have you read the stories yet?
A little bit, but not much.
So maybe once you have a chance to read all of it, maybe it'll feel a little differently.
Yeah.
Because he's a pretty badass Batman.
Yep.
For sure. Well, that's so great. I want to thank Billy, and I want to thank Jay for allowing us to show this on the show tonight. Again, I had no idea this was going to happen, so this is really exciting. I love to see any new renders. So that's awesome. Thank you, Jay, for letting us show this on the channel. That's fantastic. That's awesome. Love it. Love it.
Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these 2 awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.